Good morning, Sherry. How are you? I'm still working on getting things set up here. Oh, okay. Oh, I am doing pretty good. I've been combating sinuses and watery eyes. I go from one to the other. I've been using the eye drops. I think they help. But when my sinuses start acting all crazy and I have to deal with that, it'll end up making my eyes water. So I just got through dealing with all that stuff. Let me count my lag. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm not too bad on my end. I'm about 6 second delay. Now, YouTube cut me off on Friday night when I was live streaming. Yeah, I was live streaming on Friday, and I looked up at my, I looked over at my laptop. Of course, I was doing a PlayStation on my TV, and I was playing a game. I looked over at my laptop for chat, and somebody else's live stream was on my laptop. YouTube had dropped mine and was broadcasting somebody else's. So I don't know what happened. We'll zoom in just a little bit here. I'm going to get these little vines right here. I got all these over here done. I still have this little section and then this side over here to do. I just want to finish these here in the center part today, and then I want to look at background. I think that happens because YouTube's rendering is so slow, they can't keep up. YouTube eventually, if they don't do some updates on their equipment, I think YouTube will crash, eventually crash and not come back. Well, I know it wouldn't be good for a lot of people who use YouTube as their regular source of income. No, it wouldn't be good, but I do think YouTube is going to have to catch, get their equipment caught up, upgraded. Now, I have not figured out what I want to do for a background yet because I want these trees to be white. Yes, I would really like to do the birch trees. Well, I hope it will be. One thing about it, if I if I attempt to make them birch and they don't really work out that well, then I can change it because they're white. So we'll cover it up with something else. Okay. Yeah, the way you did yours across the bottom of the tree right here is kind of what I was thinking about. The only thing that can actually be done. Oh, I got a little sneaky leaf down here hiding from me. Well, hi, View. How are you? View, how are you? View, are you still with us or did you lag out? Okay, Sherry, you're still here. I don't know if View's still here or not because I asked her how her day's been a couple of times, no response. And I did remember to set my chat up for live chat instead of talk chat. So, Eugene, good morning. It's good to see you, Eugene. Now, these vines I was working on yesterday, and when I color off camera, because I only color for a few minutes at a time, I don't wear my brace on my wrist. And there's a huge difference between coloring without it and coloring with it. Almost missed this part right here. All right. I think that got that vine done. Now I want to think about background. I don't really know what to do with the background. I don't know what color that I want to do. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out here. I basically only wear my braces when I do this for the most part. I can hold the pencil in my hand for short periods of time, but not for like 3 or 4 hours. Now, I need to think about background. Some of this background up here I can go ahead and do. And because I want the trees to pop out, I need this to be, well, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure it out. Well, Amy, good morning. How are you? Well, thank you, Amy. I'm going to see if I can't get in some background. Uh, I guess maybe I'm just going to use my Color Blue, and then I can come in and add some shading, maybe. Oh, well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Amy. But because I'm not really sure what I'm doing, I'm going to come up here into like a small area with those background colors and see if I can figure it out first, because then I can always take an eraser and I can lighten it up. I can change the color some. So I need to see what this is going to look like against the white of this tree, because I'm going to leave the tree white with black markings. Now I'll zoom back in a second, guys. All right, now let me zoom back in here. Good morning, Dee Dee. We'll zoom back in. I'll tip the camera up just a little bit. Now I'm going to be working on this background up in here just to see what we can figure out. Now I don't really know if this is dark enough. This blue may not be dark enough. I'm just going to add just a touch of shadow shading around the trees here. I just want it to be a little bit darker. I don't want to go too dark until I figure out exactly. Coloring with coffee. You're going to color with coffee as your pigment. Mary Jo, good morning. You've been awake since 4 o'clock in the morning. I was not awake at 4 o'clock this morning. I am a lot of mornings. Oh, well, that's too bad, Mary Jo. Maybe it was like a noise or something like that. What do you think about this color for the background, guys? Does it need to be darker? I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do in the center. The center is going to be different. The center is going to have a different background. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it. Let me zoom out for a second. Let me show you guys what I actually want to do. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to make this darker. I want the out. Well, here's the thing. Let me show you what I'm. Let me show you what I'm thinking. I want the outside to be one background. So we just have this picture. And then this I want different because it's two different realities. There is a story in this picture. So there's two different realities. This part is one reality. This part is a different reality. So I want to make them different. I just don't know how to do it. So this will be highlight. This will be like the highlight of the page, the trees, really. I want the trees to stand out. I always think it would be interesting to know what the illustrator was thinking when they actually drew a picture, because I don't know that they actually have a story in mind in this type of picture. But there is a story here. So I'm going to need to make this darker. Hi, Brittany. Leave a light edge around the outside and darker in the middle. Okay. Let me see. You know, one thing that's difficult is like the colors because, like, it's really kind of interesting. Like, I don't really pay attention to colors that much, but it's easier to tell. Like, some colors have more blue in them, some have more red in them, and it's hard to find colors that actually match. Oh, Dee Dee, I saw that you did a light purple background. Now here's a purple blue, a purplish blue. It has purple in it. It's more purple than anything, though. I don't really want that. I'm trying to find like a really super dark, dark blue. Yeah. I don't normally do backgrounds either, but if I want to do these as birch trees, I'm going to need a background to help highlight the trees. Let me see. I'm going to add some darker color up here because maybe this needs to be darkened down. I think it does. I think that's going to be better, darker. Okay, Mary Jo, God bless you. It was nice to see you. I hope you get some rest. since you got woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Oh, you have to use like a heat gun or some type of a dryer. So because you're going to have water on your page because of the coffee. Is that it? Hi, view. View, how are you doing? Oh, do you? Okay, well, I'm glad you're feeling better. My goodness. I got to turn my book for a second, guys. There are certain angles that are just in that right position that I can't reach them. If I color without wearing my brace, I do not have to turn the book as much because I can kind of get my hand and wrist to move into different positions. But have you ever done that before, Dee Dee? Yeah, that's how it is for me, View. It is beneficial, but there are times when it's a little awkward. I will not get all this background done today, but I'm just wanting to look at a few sections to see what color I want along the trees on the outside edges. I think this is going to work pretty good. View, you've colored everything but the trees. What are you going to do with your trees? Mine are going to be birch. So, View, I'm planning on doing my trees like this if I can. I want to do the white birch. So that's what I'm going to do for my trees. Well, let's see if it's still nice when it's done. Oh, you don't have a cord long enough to get you a power to where you're going to be coloring at? You're doing this outside, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. You're going to be inside. I thought maybe you're going to be out by your out by the fire pit or something today. Not because you needed a fire, but just because you're working with what might be a little bit of a mess. Oh, okay. Now I may have to. Hey, good morning, Monty. Grains of gold. That sounds interesting. Monty, how are you doing? Well, that's good. I had to go out this morning before our live stream. The maintenance guy came by. Well, I just happened to hear him outside. He didn't come to my apartment, but he was out front. And I noticed over the weekend, well, last weekend, I haven't seen the maintenance man, but I noticed that the hand railing, the safety railing outside, out front of my apartment out there was loose. One of the bolts had broken during the winter. So I was able to show that to him. So he said he'd bring his welder tomorrow and weld it back because the railing is not attached to the building. Oh, he has said hello to chat before. Because I remember when that guy first started here, started working here, and he came in my apartment, and I was actually live streaming at the time, and he said hello to chat. I remember because I told him twice to say hello to chat. I'm just going to use a blending pencil on this right here. Now, I'm not going to do this big background over here today anyway. I just want to get across the top right here just to see what it is going to look like. I think that's going to look pretty good. No, not Sherry. Sherry previously colored this page. Hers was finished already. Myself, Dee Dee, View is going to finish her page, which she previously started, but she didn't finish it. So she's going to jump on it and finish it. Now, this is one of those colors that I have trouble getting on the paper consistently, the pigment. 14 completed pages this month already. I've never done one of those completed pages type videos. I would have to do mine like on an annual basis. Otherwise, they'd end up being video shorts. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be colored in here, but there's not near as many on this page as there are on some of the pages in this book. The individual little objects. You did this page too? Whoa. I bet that looks really nice. Having both of them. Awesome. By the way, Amy, where are you guys traveling at? there's the rubbish truck out there today. Kind of late. He's usually here quite a bit earlier. You did this neighboring page too, Sherry? Or are you talking about a different page? Oh, okay. Yeah, I will, Monty. That's fine. Rooms of Wonder. And I got mine at Ollie's. You can see the orange Ollie's tag, $3.99. Actually, I could zoom in a little bit. Team Ollie's. All right, I got to turn my book again, guys. I got this weird angle that I just cannot reach with this brace on. I have not been able to get to Ollie's here for a month and a half now. It's been 5 or 6 weeks since I went there. I did. I bought this book at Ollie's, but this was quite some time back when I bought this one. This was not included in the last set that I bought there. All right, so now I'm going to do this area right here for the background. And then I won't do any more background for today. I'm just going to do this part right here. I'll do these later. I just want to see what if I can maintain the darkness up here so that the leaves pop out more. But I still may need to come in with the dark right around the edges or something. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do. Oh, you guys know what I figured out yesterday? I can actually live stream from my new camera using an app on my phone. Oh, by the way, Amy, did you ever tell me where you're traveling at? If you did, I was too busy becoming and I did not notice. Yeah, I like buying coloring books at Ollie's. Well, now, Dee Dee, I'll tell you the only issue with being able to live stream with that particular camera is that I do not have Wi-Fi on my phone when I'm not at home. Hi, Stacy. How's your day going? You're in Florida today. Well, Monty, you was close by half a country. Whereabouts in Florida? I used to live in Daytona Beach. Orlando, right next door. Now, Amy, were you guys in that part of the country when Artemis 2 launched? Because if you were in Orlando, in that area when Artemis 2 launched, I would assume you were able to see it. Because I know I could watch launches from Daytona Beach. I mean, you couldn't actually see the launch off the lift pad and stuff, but you could, once it got up in that sky, you could see it. Stacy, how's your day? Busy already? Well, that's not surprising. Yeah, I watched it also. I was mentioning in the last live stream, I used to watch all the Apollo launches. Of course, back in those days, you didn't have a choice if you were watching TV because every channel had it, all three of them. Well, that's awesome, Stacy. Now, when is the return of the Artemis crew? That's one thing I have not watched. I have not seen any of the current returns. I know, like that one thing, it launched off and then they brought it back and landed it right in the same pad. But I'm not sure how the crew landings go and that kind of thing. I haven't seen any of that before. Not in the modern era. I've seen the Apollo splashdowns. It's a 5 day. Yeah, I believe it's supposed to. I did hear a 5 day mission. I saw that in a YouTube video. I don't remember which one, but one of those news channels. Oh, 10 days. Okay. I thought I had heard 5 days too. So Wiley might have heard the same report, and maybe that report was mistaken. Yeah, splashdown, April 10th. I haven't really followed all that the current space travel stuff, especially consider as far as like moon travel, just because we've done that before. Okay, Sherry, Dee Dee, God bless you. Thank you for coming and spending time with me this morning, hanging out. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll do my part again on Monday. God bless you. So let me ask you guys this: uh, what makes Okay, Amy, God bless you. Thank you for coming by, hanging out with us. Safe travels. So I was going to ask, what makes this particular moon orbit uh, like different than the Apollo moon orbit? Okay, Stacy, I love you. God bless you. Be safe if you're out driving around, running errands today. Right. So the far side of the moon is always dark because the moon does not rotate like the Earth does. But are they orbiting like at a greater distance, and that's why this particular orbit has them farther away from Earth than any other trip? Is that the thing? I'm just trying to understand what actually makes it like historic in that sense, because we've orbited the moon before. Oh, okay. See, that's I had not heard anything about it, and I that was the only thing I could figure. So I was just wanting that clarification. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did hear that. Three Americans, one Canadian. Maybe I'll just come right around the very edge where these leaves are and just put in just a touch of dark right around the very, not a lot of it either, I don't think. And this is that dark gray violet. And I think I'm just going to put just a touch up here. I don't want to do too much. I can always come back and add more if I need to. I do have to turn my book though. My brace won't let me get that angle. Now, that may not be real noticeable. Actually, it is noticeable. So I'll leave that like that for now. Now, technically, I need to go around all these vines, all these little tiny leaves. Let's see if that helps. I'm just going to do one. Let's see if it helps lift it off the paper. Well, I don't know if it did or not. That might be a little too time consuming for me. Now, I want to look at the trees at the tops of the trees here, these branches at the very top. So I'm just going to move things just a little bit. See if I can get this adjusted a little bit like that. There we go. That's a little better. All right. So here goes nothing. Well, it's going to be something. Oh, welcome back, Dee Dee. Oh, snap the tip. That's probably one of the most important steps, Dee Dee. Have you done it? You said you have not done it before, but you've seen the final results. Is that what I read earlier, Dee Dee? And I cancel. I'm not just leaving the paper white. Okay, that's what I was understanding, Dee Dee. I just wanted to clarify. I don't know if there's anybody watching, maybe. Well, that wouldn't do it good. I don't think they can see chat. I don't know if they can read chat or not, but you might put your link in there, Dee Dee, just in case somebody might be watching and not in chat. Like I said, I don't know if people who are not in chat can actually see chat. I know sometimes on my TV for live streams, I can see the chat. Sometimes I cannot. All right. Thank you, Dee Dee. So you can see the chat on your own when you watch your own. You know what's funny is I'm trying to think if I've watched a bunch of your chat, your live streams on my TV. I don't remember seeing chat now that I think about it. Oh, I think this birch tree is going to look pretty good. I may need to look at one of my own live streams on my TV. I wonder if some of that has to do with what type of device you're actually watching it on. Maybe I don't know. Well, if you figure it out next year, you let me know, okay? I am hoping when I come back from Texas, I'm hoping to buy a tablet. That's kind of my plan right now. Well, that is my plan, not kind of. That's my plan. So I hope it works out. That's one of the reasons I want to get a tablet, Monty, so I can see better to do editing with. And then maybe I'll play around with some of the chat GTP type stuff. But I can't see it well enough to even fool with it now. So maybe once I get a tablet, I can. Oh, you know what I thought was funny? You guys talking about these AI apps and stuff. I watched this YouTube channel where this guy did this experiment. So he held up a pencil like this. We'll look at it sideways. He held a pencil like this. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's kind of funny, actually. So he held a pencil in front of the camera like this. Okay. With this being down. Okay. So if he dropped it, a pencil would fall like this, right? So he went like this. He held his pencil like this in front of the camera, and he asked the AI, what would happen if I let go of one end of this pencil? And the AI said, well, it will pivot like this. It will pivot. But if you hold enough pressure, it won't pivot, right? So that's what he did. He said, what will happen if I let go of one end of the pencil? And Chat GTP, they all said this. All three, the three ones that you just mentioned, Dee Dee, they all said this. It will pivot. Well, when he held on to it and it did not pivot, two of those were like confused because it did not fall. Chat GTP, now this was really funny. Chat GTP said, the pencil will fall, the end you let go of. So he held it like this. And he said, Chat GTP, what happened when I let go of one end? Chat GTP said, the pencil pivoted just like I said it would. But it didn't. It was like this. He said, Chat GTP, are you sure? This thing said, yes, I saw the pencil fall when you let go of one end. And it was still just like this. And the program is saying, yes, I saw it do what I predicted it would do when it did not. It was so funny. You got to be careful with all these AI programs because they are, if the person who programs them is left leaning or right leaning, they're going to program these things to function off of that. So $30 a month. Wow. Okay, so I think we have a birch tree up here, guys. So I'm going to bring this one right down to the top of the bed like I did this one here. And then I will have at least the trees done down to that part. Oh, maybe one of these days I will look at some of that stuff. I mean, using it for art would probably be all right once it gets a little better, I guess. But I will never be asking these things questions and stuff like that because they're too biased. Whoops. Well, I got to turn my air conditioner on, guys. I'll turn my air conditioner on, and then it will get cold, and then I can turn the heat back on. Well, it's good when we can be inspired by other people to attempt something new. Well, I guess that kind of depends on what it's inspiring one to do, though. I saw him doing some racing. I know I certainly could not write songs, but come up with songs like Joe does. I didn't see that part. I did see some racing, like in, I think it was like golf carts. I just might get these trees done. I'm not sure if I'll get this one finished or not, but I might be able to. Oh, well, that's good, Dee Dee. I actually think that's going to be a completed birch tree, except for the very bottom right here. But all this up here, I think, is done. Yeah, I think this is going to look real good. Now, like I said, the inside here is going to have a different color background. I'm not sure what that's going to be, but I still want, hopefully, it's the trees are going to pop up. Oh, you know, one thing I forgot to do, I forgot to mark off my day on my calendar. There we go. Oh, it looks empty, your table. I got to turn my book, guys. it's the wrong, total wrong angle for me to be able to catch the side I need to catch right here. Dee Dee, how's your view hours? I just hit 7,000 view hours. I would think you're up there pretty high by now. Turn my book again, guys. Okay, 268,000 views lifetime. Where do you find that at? Where's that stat? Well, Monty, Dee Dee will soon have twice as many subscribers as I do. And I'm sure she's got a ton more lifetime views also. But I don't know where to find that at. Okay, let me look for that right quick. I'm going to look on my cell phone. See if I can find the analytics page. Oh, let me see. I'm going to have to do something different. I don't even know how to get to it on my phone. Yeah, see, you're going to be at double the subscribers that I am very soon. Let's see. I want to look and see how many total analytics. Let me see here. Analytics. Is that in the overview? Uh, Good morning, Joe. I was just looking for that total viewership. I don't know exactly how to find that number. I don't know under what category it is. So, Dee Dee, when I look at the analytics page, I'm looking at I have the analytics page opened up. Okay. Oh, I found it. I think I found it. It's the one with the eyeball. Is that it, Dee Dee? 44,000. So I have 44, that looks like 44,600. I can't say anything any more specific than that. Okay, so I have 44,000. Dee Dee has what was that? 268,000. So we're not exactly the same, Monty. Dee Dee, you've got almost 6 times the number of views I have. That's pretty. Wow, look how far back I'm lagged. Oh my gosh. On my laptop. Guys, I am lagged so far behind. My cell phone just now showed up on my laptop. My picture is so far behind. I'm not going to be able to color anymore. I can't even see on camera what I'm doing. Actually, I'm going to see if I can't refresh my page and see if it'll catch me back up. I'll be right back. It's going to reset my chat, but all right. So I was able to reset. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. At least I got the lag back to about 9 seconds. It was way behind. Oh, the reason I asked about your view hours, Dee Dee, within the last couple of days, I saw this woman's video. She was talking about how much she got paid by YouTube the first time. And she said that by the time that she was able to get the required amount of view hours, she had 12,000 subscribers. And I would think it would be exactly kind of like the opposite of that. It was very strange to me. I don't understand that. She did give like an explanation because she said most of her videos were like real short. Oh, I know, me too. I mean, by the time I told you before, by the time I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, I should have 10,000 view hours. And it looks like it may end up being more than that at the rate I'm going. I get view hours. I don't get subs. I guess people don't like my stuff. I have a few brushes. Sherry sent me a couple, and then I bought some myself also. But I don't think I'll be coloring with coffee anytime soon, just because I have a brush. Yeah, Joe was here. I did see Joe. There he is. Oh, Brittany. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll be praying for your family, Brittany. Yeah, I know he was kind of like missing. Yeah, I've got a little bit lost in all that. Yeah, that's kind of where I got lost too, Dee Dee. I've got lost in the escalation here. Thank you, Dee Dee. God bless you. I hope you get all your stuff figured out there for your stream. Sounds like you just about got it all. I'm sure I'll be able to catch part of your live stream on my TV, Dee Dee. I probably won't be on my phone though, so I won't be able to chat. Hi, TK. How are you? You're gonna play some video games. Cool. What are you gonna play? Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna zoom out here for a second, guys. I gotta see what this picture looks like on camera. I think that background is gonna look pretty nice, isn't it? So I gotta turn my book again, guys. I gotta flip it upside down. Oh, well, you made it back home. What's the weather like there today, Stacy? It looks like it might rain here today too. I was outside a little earlier this morning. I'm thinking about getting me like a mobile hotspot that I can take anywhere and have Wi-Fi. Since I don't have regular cell phone service. I used to have one. Let's see. It used to be called, the one I first had was called Clearwire. And I bought that antenna when I lived in Florida. And then when they changed the name of the company from Clearwire to Clear. So when I went to Hawaii, I got a new one, the Clear, and I used that thing for a long, long time. And then I think they shut down, and I never have got me another one. I found out that I can live stream from my new camera or from an app for the new camera on my cell phone, but the cell phone won't work if I don't have my have Wi-Fi. So I am thinking I might want to do that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really going to want to live stream that much with my new camera, but I could. It would be kind of nice to go out places and be able to just to live stream while I'm out. Don't have to be for coloring and stuff like that. You can just be out doing stuff. Yeah, Monty. they would send me a week. I'm eligible for those free phones, government phones, and stuff like that. But they have so little data that you could use. I would not be able to live stream just whenever I wanted to. I'd be limited. But that would be an option for occasional live stream. That might be something I think about. But I would say I could live stream one time and use up all the data for the entire month. I've actually looked into getting a tablet through one of those programs. The distributor is here in the local area, but he never has any of those things. Now, I know the distributor out here, this guy said I could either get a tablet or a phone. I could not have both. I couldn't get both, not through the program this guy represents. But being able to do that is just something I'm thinking about. Just because I found out that my camera will allow me to live stream from it using the app on my phone. I should do like a test live stream with my little camera just to see how it actually works. But I do know it'll connect to YouTube. Well, the camera won't, but the app on my phone will. It'll connect directly to YouTube and live stream. Oh, all right, guys. I can't color anymore. My hand's too tired. So I'm just going to leave it like this for today, guys. I think the birch trees are going to look pretty cool. Oh, okay. Monty, well, that's good. I'm glad you're eligible for both at the same time. That's nice. TK, God bless you. Happy Easter to you as well. I hope everybody has a great day, great weekend. We will be live streaming a farming simulator tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for you guys who are in chat. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll do it again on Monday. Until then, God bless.